Welcome to the part 6 of the ongoing series, in which I am presenting my photographic report card from my recently concluded safari, which I led in Maasai Mara and Samburu. We were now in Samburu, known for its special five. These animals are not seen anywhere else in the Kenya. They are not in Maasai Mara, they are not in Amboseli, they are neither seen in Naivasha nor in Nakuru. So if you are visiting Kenya and want to see these five animals, then essentially you have to visit Samburu. There is no other option. So what are these five? Number 1, reticulated giraffe. It has a brick-like pattern known as a reticulated pattern and are more reddish than the Maasai giraffe found in Maasai Mara. The other giraffe variety found in Kenya is Rothschild's giraffe, which you can find or spot in Nakuru. Second is Gerenuk. It is one of the most interesting species. It has borrowed features from impala, camel and giraffe. While it has a brown coat like impala, the neck is fairly long and slender like giraffe. Face is somewhat resembling a camel. The third is oryx, also called kukama in Afrikaans. The unique feature of this antelope is that the thin and straight-ringed horns are found both in male and female. In other antelopes, you will see horns only in males and not in females. The fourth special animal, or rather bird, is Somali ostrich. It has a blue neck and legs as against the pink neck and legs found in ostrich from Mara. The fifth one is gravy zebra. It is the largest amongst all the zebras. The close set, thin stripes gives an illusion of a fingerprint. It is photographed from a particular angle. We were lucky to see all these five special animals on our second day morning safari. Previous day, we started from Nairobi at 6 in the morning. It takes nearly 6 hours drive to reach Samburu. On the way, we passed the equator, and here we were demonstrated an interesting phenomenon by a local guide.
No rotation.
Okay.
So we go 10 meters both sides.
Okay.
Finish on the equator. Let's go.
Okay, so we are moving to the north,
To the north.
hemisphere.
Yes, northern
Okay.
hemisphere.
North
Clockwise,
hemisphere.
yeah. And
Okay,
there's
and
stick
we are
here.
doing this
There's stick here
experiment
to
here.
show how the water rotates clockwise. So whenever you move in the north, always the water rotates clockwise.
So is it a magic?
Yeah.
Is it a magic?
Not a magic. This
You
is the real.
you already turned the water like this.
No, even
Huh?
if you turn it like
Okay.
this, it can't. See?
Just show me this. I can hold it.
Wait.
Just wait. Let me do it.
You are
Let me do
falling in
it.
the water.
No. Now keep it. Keep it. See, it goes anti-clockwise.
This is clockwise.
This is clockwise.
This is clockwise, not anti-clockwise. Clockwise is like a clock.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it is clockwise.
Yes, south and clockwise.
Okay. Now let me take the water.
Yeah, take the water.
Take the water.
Yeah, let's go south.
Let's go south.
Let's go south.
Now let's go south and see.
Yeah, let's go south.
Whether-
and see. Let me get this.
Oh, Mama.
Let's go south and see.
Just go south and see.
Let's go south and see.
See, this is magic. This
Yeah.
is magic.
Yeah, hold the boat. Lift
Huh?
the boat. I add more
Okay.
water. Lift it. I add more water.
What?
Yeah.
Lift.
Oh, yeah, like
lift
that.
it.
I add more water. I add more water.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Let's see.
Let's see.
And clockwise. North, clockwise. Now and clockwise.
Oh.
Yes. You see now?
Clockwise.
Equator. No rotation. Now let's go to the equator.
Let's go to the equator
Let's go to the equator
and see
and see what happens.
what happens.
Equator, no rotation.
No rotation. Let us hope
Yeah.
that there is no rotation. So exactly on the equator.
Exactly on the equator.
So we are exactly
Exactly on the equator.
on the equator.
No rotation.
Okay.
Exactly
Just
on
see.
the equator. No rotation. Let's
Okay,
see.
let's see.
Look at that. No rotation.
No. Just keep it. Keep it down.
Yes, like this.
Keep it down.
Yes. Yes, like this.
Is
Exactly
it?
equator.
Is it really?
Yes.
Huh? Is it real or
Try
is
to
it
force
a?
Go,
It's a
go.
magic.
Just try to force it to rotate.
Oh.
You.
Oh. Doesn't
No.
rotate. Doesn't
It
rotate.
doesn't rotate.
Yeah.
Because
Thank
we
you.
are at the equator.
It is interesting. After lunch and getting our cameras ready, we headed for the first afternoon safari in Samburu. About 1 kilometer from our safari lodge, there was a leopard on an acacia tree. It had killed a full-grown ostrich which was lying beneath the acacia. We also noticed that there was an egg of this ostrich lying some 10 feet away from the kill. All evidence suggested that ostrich was attacked when it was hatching its egg. Sadly, not only the ostrich died, but this egg also will now remain lifeless. Nature can be very cruel, and while you are on a safari, you will see many aspects of it. Light behind the leopard was too harsh and leopard was in a relative shade. Theoretically, this situation demands shooting an high key image, that is, overexpose to get details in the leopard. But in this case, the contrast was so much and the light was too complicated to get a proper detail on the leopard even if you are shooting a high key image. So in such situation, it is better to underexpose, shoot an outline of the leopard instead of going for an high key image and get that silhouetted effect. Leopard descended the tree and I made some images. But as you can see that the background was not conducive. It was distracting. It was too busy. In wildlife photography, background plays an important role in deciding the final appeal of your image. Some 20 minutes later, there was a radio message that there were some cheetahs which were sighted. We were excited to see the cheetah. But our excitement reached zenith when we saw not one, two, but 5 cheetahs together. They were mother and 4 sub-adults. Rain started and with this, cheetah also started licking each other in an attempt to keep themselves dry. We made some images using set parameters for such condition. If you are interested in learning more about what are the parameters which needs to be set in your camera for shooting wildlife with the rain, please watch this video. I will also link it in the description of this video. Light was fast fading and we called off our safari. But at this point, we were not aware that these cheetahs were going to give us best ever cheetah sighting in coming 2 days. Do not miss the upcoming episode. This is not an advertising stunt. I really mean it. Next day morning, we again went to the spot where the leopard was seen the previous evening. We found that though kill was still there, leopard was missing. Maybe it was hiding somewhere in the tall grass. There were a couple of eagles waiting to scavenge. Surprisingly, we did not see any hyenas or vultures in Samburu. Had it been Mara, the kill would have been over by now. We left the spot and went for a manga safari. If you want to know what is manga safari, then watch previous episodes of this series. Link is also provided in the description. In our Manga safari, we encountered Special 5 of Samburu and its rich bird life. We also saw a relatively elusive bat-eared fox and a dwarf mongoose. We started afternoon safari again with the leopard. By now, it had become as if it is a resident leopard of our lodge. After sitting for some time on acacia, it descended and dissolved in the bushes. A brief shower painted the sky with 7 colors. We found giraffe as a foreground subject to shoot against the rainbow. Giraffe never looked at us and neither it walked towards us. I was not much happy with the result and wanted to try some different angle, some different position, some different spot. But by that time, the rainbow has faded. We moved on to find jackal pups playing. This was definitely a very good activity, and I knew with my previous safari experience that if we spend more time with these jackals, they are going to give us a good frame. It was in 2014, my first ever safari in African continent. I got this image of jackal pups. With this experience in back of my mind, I was in favor of staying with the jackals. But then as it happens, cheetah news was also there. And it was a dilemma whether to stay with the jackal pups or go for the cheetahs. Remember, cheetah also had babies and there was a chance that they also might play in the evening. We left jackals and our wish came true. Cheetah babies started playing and we got some beautiful action shots. Tall grass did provide a bit of focusing challenge, but cheetahs obliged us by rising above the grass. A piece of advice: refrain from using 3D area mode in such cases. It surely is going to boomerang. Instead, use a single point focus with autofocus continuous mode. If you are using a Canon, then use AI servo mode. A rainbow reappeared and we positioned ourselves to shoot the cheetah scape. Remember one thing, whenever you want to shoot this type of image, keep yourself away from the subject as much as possible. Then use a telephoto lens to compress the subject and the sky and shoot with an aperture of f8 or f11. Cheetah babies also provided us an opportunity to shoot stunning portraits with uniform, unicolored background. If the background, or for that matter, area around the subject in the frame is uniform, unicolored, free of distracting elements, then it draws viewers' attention to the main subject and enhances the appeal of your final image. And now it is time to reveal photo of the day. This is photo of the day 7. And this is photo of the day 8.